Hey brother! Ben, before I say anything, I need to say thank you. Thank you to everyone who was watching this video and anyone who has ever watched a Super Carlin Brothers video. Because over this past weekend, we hit 100,000 subscribers. I know that is just a number, but we've been doing this for 3 years now, and I just don't think I ever thought the channel would grow this much. It has been so awesome, and I think it calls for a celebration. So, drinks all around! Can I interest anyone in some tea? I swear, Ben, I try to like tea. I really do. It's so popular, I feel like I must just be doing something wrong, but you just boil water and add the leaves, right? All I get is lightly flavored hot water. Is that what we're going for? I will give details on the actual 100,000 subscriber celebration at the end. Stay tuned. Actually, today I'm not talking about tea, though. I'm talking about teapots, or a specific teapot. A teapot which without we might not have any of the Pixar movies that we so love to discuss on this channel. Say what? Okay, so if you're not aware, the software Pixar uses to render all of its films is called RenderMan. It recently became available to the public, and so I was looking into it, more out of curiosity though, not because I have any animation talent whatsoever. Now, I immediately came across a lot of familiar Pixar faces, but also, surprisingly, a recurring teapot, which led me to the question, why? Apparently, much like A113, the Utah teapot is something of a staple and in-joke in the animation world. See, back in 1975, a guy named Martin Newell, who was an early computer graphics engineer at the University of Utah, was looking for a basic geometric shape he could use to test renderings on for lighting and scene setups. He discussed the issue with his wife over tea, who suggested that he use the teapot they were using. He immediately sketched the teapot onto some graph paper, went back to the lab, plugged in the coordinates, and then made those coordinates publicly available. And boom, the teapot was born. Well, turns out that the teapot was like an amazing tool for testing in the world of CGI. It was easy to render even back in 1975. It has convex and concave surfaces. It can self-shadow, it has saddle points, and it was easily recognizable. Now, I'm not a computer graphics engineer, so I'm not going to pretend I know exactly what all that means, but I think we can all appreciate that software didn't used to be as sophisticated as it is today. The animation software didn't used to come with preloaded shapes and modeling packages. You used to have to sketch out everything on graph paper and punch in the coordinates, so having access to a shape that fit all of those criteria was insanely useful. So much so that even today, the teapot has found its way as a basic shape into the likes of AutoCAD, Houdini, Lightwave, 3ds Max, and of course, RenderMan, just to name a few. Yeah, AutoCAD, Ben, the thing they used to like build buildings with. This little teapot has had an insane effect on the world around us. And to be fair, if it wasn't the teapot, I'm sure other shape would have filled this role eventually. And there are other standard shapes like this, one of which is like a dragon, one is a bunny, some's like a couple of boxes. But the fact is, the teapot is the one that was first, and it's the one that stuck. All those uses aside though, what I really like about it is that it's an Easter egg. So far, as Pixar goes, you can see the teapot in Toy Story in the scene after Buzz loses his arm, and in Monsters, Inc. when you see the inside of Boo's room. But because of its widespread use, it's not just a Pixar Easter egg, it's a you could see it anywhere in the world Easter egg. Some really popular sightings include in The Simpsons when Homer discovers 3D World, and possibly my favorite, the pipe screensaver from the 90s. I'm not kidding, I could watch those pipes for hours. So Ben, my challenge for you and everyone else is to find the teapot. I think we should try and start spotting it everywhere. Anytime you're watching an animated movie, keep an eye out and feel free to tweet me if you find it. Okay, how are we celebrating 100,000 subscribers? Well, last week in my video, I mentioned the possibility of doing a big group viewing of Inside Out, which comes out this Friday on June 19th. And enough of you guys responded that you were into the idea that we are going to go for it. This Friday, June 19th, 2015, Ben and I are going to see Inside Out at the Regal Valley View Grand Stadium 16 in Roanoke, Virginia at 7:30 p.m. in 2D. I'm going to put a link in the description where you can purchase your tickets, but I will give you fair warning. This is not a private event. It is completely open to the public. We haven't talked to the theater or anything, and it's supposed to be a very popular movie, so oh my god, one of my lights just went out. Oh. Hey! We have no control over the ticket sales, and this is supposed to be a pretty popular movie, so if you want to secure your ticket, I recommend you buy early. I've also made an event on the Super Carlin Brothers Facebook page, so that has some additional details on it as well if you need some more information. Please let us know in the comments of this video or on the Facebook page if you plan on coming so we have some idea what to plan for. I cannot wait for this movie. I hope to see and meet some of you guys on Friday. Ben, that's it for me, but I will see you in another life, brother.
These socks are amazing!
Seriously, someone needs to explain tea to me. I must be doing something wrong. This can't be what everybody loves. It's just hot water.